Spirit Talker, spoken wisdom. Mr. Kirk, I won't say his first name because I'm not going to give anybody respect that had such a disrespectful mouth, okay? If I got people getting upset with me for using the word pussy that's written, manufactured across my shirt, paid for with my money, and that mouth that he has, come on. I'm not. You want to disrespect me because I got pussy written across my shirt? How dare you? But let's just talk anyway. I could not find a better example on telling you the sin of man. The sin. Listen to this man's speeches when he's at your colleges. This man y'all allow to represent you. And God knows this. Listen to me. God knows this. This dude, he filled up the audience like Trump. They think he the one got Trump elected. This is what they're saying in the media and the news. God hears this. This is the ignorance of man that will not allow you inside heaven's gate. Would you allow some shit like that in your home? Any form of that mentality. God said the devil in sheep's clothing. So y'all see the white man, educated, rich man, hair pit back, perfectly married wife, okay? He did all the man things. He did all the man things. He is the perfect man. Listen to me. Nobody will let a man inside their home. Nobody will let a woman inside her home. Because there ain't no gentleman in that. The way he speaks, it ain't no respect in his speech. It ain't no, when I say the word pussy, I don't expect you to think I'm a gentleman. That is the man in me, but I'm aware of that. I'm aware of that. Okay? But I'm aware of that. But it's my intent behind it. I don't mean to hurt nobody. I don't mean to cause nobody no pain. I don't mean to disrespect nobody. I use that as an example on such a vulgarity word that I consider heaven on earth between the legs of a goddess. Did you hear that part? Heaven on earth is between the legs of a goddess. Even the insinuation is kind of, yes, because man has programmed you to feel that way about pussy. Because see, you are the goddess in the eyes of God. We should not see you as anything less. I will never tell God his pussy that he took so much time to put 16,000 nerve in his own size, something the size of a pinky, your clitoris. Heaven's gate through the valley of her thighs. This is a message from God. He wants me to respect that as a gentleman, not a man. A man doesn't know that. A man doesn't even know what your cosmo is. But we're not going to even get into that. My point, the ignorance of man. The ignorance of man. Example, man words versus a gentleman words. The vocabulary of a man, the vocabulary of a gentleman. Think about it. Jerry rigging it. Jerry rigging. Nigger rigging. Half-ass. Gator bait. Nigger. White trash. Uncle Tom. Are these man words or gentleman words? It does not matter what color. Now, if we want to divide it into colors, okay, who has the most words? Who the ones that make judgment on things? There's so many names for me. I even you call me Darth Vader, okay? And society is princess, okay? The white. The dark is represented as the bad. That's why y'all painted Jesus white. Y'all painted Jesus white because y'all could not believe or bow down to something melanated, the same skin tone as me, or any melanated person that accepts the melanated in them. Some of them are so light, they want to believe that they're white. God knows that thought too. They're going to have to come clean with that too. They didn't accept themselves. I always knew. I knew Jesus, no way in hell Jesus can be white. There's no way in hell he want his people to hang bodies in trees and take family pictures in their Sunday best. Religion, laws, and the sanctuary of marriage, you understand that the sanctuary of marriage, anything when a man gives a woman his last name, you cannot tell him what he can do in his house. He can beat his wife and rape his children. That's why domestic violence laws came out, just to be able to go inside the home. Okay, and Trump now saying, you know, a little fight don't mean nothing. You know, just a little fight. He shouldn't go to jail for it. So now man's going to wonder, no, I wasn't saying Trump said it's okay to hit your wife, but that's what man's going to size it up to. Well, Trump said ain't that bad. I tell Trump, it's really, I hit her with an open hand. When you go to court, to use a closed fist as a weapon, to hit a person with open hand, that shows that you wasn't trying to do no harm. It depends on how you hit them. Gotta understand that. Sometimes an open hand is a lot worse than a closed fist. But in the court of law, it's a difference. I taught all my security. When you speak, you tell a judge you had an open hand, Your Honor. Your Honor, I had an open hand. If I wanted to hurt him, I wouldn't have smacked him. Even though he might have punched him, it doesn't matter. It's automatic. The knuckle up. The knuckle up. Okay, I did top by Homeland Security, doing security work for Josh Cribb's security team. Guess what? How they want to handle the execs and people coming around, you would not want to understand what we're allowed and they want us to do to you. Society is evil. Man is evil. We look for doing more harm to people. Right now, society is fighting itself. It's not black society. It's not melanated society. It's white society. They don't know if should they keep the guns or get rid of the guns. How many more kids we got to sacrifice before we make that decision? You understand that? You know, the ignorant part of me right now would say, thank God it's not black schools. But then again, they've done enough of that too, haven't they? Burnt our buildings, our churches, and things down our cities. They have to answer for that. Mr. Kirk, he would have supported that. You know, it takes over 100 years for us to save money and then go, no, it doesn't matter. We get jobs. If we get a voice, me at a job, my voice, oh, I'm intimidating. I'm intimidating. Trust me. I'm an engineer by trade, manufacturing, journeyman machinist, Freeman Manufacturing. Go check it out. Look for yourself. I don't work at jobs. When I'm at jobs, jobs work for me. I'm the supervisor there. I was young. And I always wondered, why did they always put me in charge? I'm a large, big black man. Why? Or am I intimidating to make them work, do their job? No. I was smarter than them. When they thought right, I thought left. Intentionally. I always said when I left, I wish I had an engineering team that tried to help me make things happen. They always said trying to prove me wrong, but they made me better. I always had 6 other engineers around me, and instead of them agreeing with me, they trying to rip my shit apart. They spend more time trying to rip my stuff apart than trying to figure out the problem. I love that. It trained me good. Because before like I said, I'm being dead serious. All right, Ohio Cast Products, Kiefer Industries, okay? All the places. CAD/CAM programming. I've started my own business, virtual CNC programming. And guess what? Society, I'm the worst type of nigger there is. I'm not smart nigger, okay? I gave up trying to please man. Trying to please man, trying to be successful in man's image. Most I made $120,000 a year. This is back in the 90s, okay? I know what I'm worth. Search Masters told me, man, if you wasn't African American, you know how much we can sell your abilities for, your experiences for? Okay? Had a place hire me through Search Masters. Wanted me, and he literally said he did not know how his manufacturing floor would be able to handle me listening taking instruction from an African American person. He said he wanted me bad. He knew I can do the job, but he didn't think his floor would be able to handle it. Seriously. Okay? I tell people, man, don't let them interview you. You interview them. By the time you get done breaking the company down and telling them where they at, what they're looking for, and how you can actually help them, and how they can help you, and what you're going to do for their business, train their employees, know their level of what level of machinists are they? A, B, or C, 1, 2, or 3. How long does it take them to take a program from me to get it and work in a machine that they stand there for 8 hours a day, if not 12 hours a day, and run? Are they gonna find more reason not to run it, or are they gonna find more reason to run it? I have ran union shops and regular shops, and you go in a union shop, you better be ready. Trust me. But again, so don't tell me what society, it does not matter what we get a job. See, we don't get a job to see how long we're gonna keep it. We get a job to see how long y'all gonna let us keep it. Because if little Johnny needed a job this summer, okay, because he wanted to work at dad's thing, guess what? Doesn't matter. I'm a grown black man that got 2 children at home, 3 children at home, 5 children at home. Guess what? Little Johnny needed a job, and they want to get rid of me for the summertime. Maybe I can come back this wintertime when school start back up. What's the ignorance in that? Well, how do I build a foundation off of that? If you cannot comprehend that, you're ignorant. Okay, you're ignorant. All right? But again, we have to admit to the truth. We have to admit to the truth, and that ignorance within you. You cannot hide that from the Spirit of God. God downloads on you. Do you understand that? He downloads his Spirit that he gave to you. He knows you. The question is, do you know you? And what has tainted you? To cleanse you, you have to mentally, that's where the Spirit is, admit to it. You have to emotionally, ready? Know the vibrations. You got to get them vibrations out you. If you learn to vibe with that, they form with you. If you willing to stand around and let people talk about a friend of yours, just using that as an example, you're a white person that has a black friend, and you stand in a room full of white people and allow them to talk negative words. It could be 2 people in there, it could be 10 people in there. The more people in there, the more it's going to penetrate your fucking vibes, your spirit. That is that nasty. That's like when you got to go home, you got to take that shower. And if you learn to vibe like that, if you learn your parents talk that way, you've been born of that. I understand. It's not your fault, but guess what? Are you willing to stand for God that's inside you? Because so you don't let them taint your spirit? Are you willing to allow the spirit inside you stand against that so it does not taint your spirit? If you allow your spirit to absorb that type of energy in, you're tainted. You're contaminated. You're nasty. You think Jesus is going to allow that inside heaven? So I say, Mike Kirk, Mr. Kirk, I did call you Captain Kirk in one video. But guess what? Ready? Death is never a solution to God's child. Death is not that. But guess what? God did not like the devil. And what God do to the devil in heaven? He kicked him out. And God knows. I love his children. I love them all. Trust me. I'm Abby motherfucking Freeman. And me, I was born in chaos. Okay? You come at me like the devil, I would treat you like the devil. I had 6 foster fathers. I learned a lot of good from them. But you better believe the bad was there too. And I'm okay with that. I don't whine about the bad. I don't cry about the bad. Me, Jesus, and God knows the bad. I am not motherfucking soldier. You understand that? I am not soldier. I put a posting out to my friends. I don't want them sending me text messages on my messenger. I want them to go underneath the picture and like and tell me they will stand for me. That if they went in there and seen society turn into a racist and having racist signs up, will they stand, or will they allow me to subject my children to that, my grandchildren to that? Will they take it down? Will they separate themselves from that business? Are we going back to that whites only? Will my friends, my white friends, speak? It doesn't matter how loud we yell. We've been yelling for many years. We need some white people to yell with us. Okay? Seriously. Stop being afraid to give you up something that's going to make you be a sin in heaven. That is your privilege. You scared to stand for us because it's going to infringe on your privilege. That is a sin in the eyes of God. It's not. Shouldn't we all be equal? Isn't this the United States? Aren't we going to unite as people? And if we cannot unite as the child of man, because, ready? Blood separates us, color separates us, religion separates us, football separates us, law separates us, marriage separates us. Ready? Can't we unite as the child of God? The child of God is a lady and a gentleman. A lady goddess in heaven, a gentle angel in heaven. Not a man angel, not a woman goddess. Can you comprehend that? Because right now, the man in us and the woman in us, I'm telling you, that's the devil. And I admit to it. I know the man in me versus the gentleman in me. Please, you don't want to fuck with the man in me. It's not as forgiving me. That's Gentleman James, the bondsman. Abby Freeman ain't a better brother yet, ain't a bigger brother yet. Okay? That is a child named Abiodun Muhammad Freeman. Child of Darlene Gussie Freeman and Rory Frazier's. And trust me, I take care of mine. I am the Superman of my family. But you get tired of taking care of everybody else and nobody can know how to take care of you. That's a whole nother motherfucking story to say. And guess what? Them the 3 L's. Family, friends, and foes. I am a Libra. I am a loyal motherfucking Libra. My family, my friends, I showed them. Question is, have they showed me? They know who I am. Do they really? They know of me. My family, my friends, they don't even know my children's name. They don't even know how successful my children are. They don't even know if my mother's alive. A lot of my family and friends don't know if I was in foster care. So will they really know me? Or do they know of me? I'm a Libra. I got to know. Then I come to realize who really knows you and who truly knows you. Do you understand how many families? 6 different foster fathers, 5 foster mothers. How many schools? And I've known I've been different names of Broden, Abiodun, Abby Bruh. Okay. Now my older, my boy, James,